Hi there. I have been kicked off once, so let's give this another go. I am here today to answer one of my most frequently asked questions, which is, can I afford this? I'm going to talk you through the things to consider when you're setting your home improvements budget. I'm Jane. I'm the founding director of iArchitect. I'm a chartered architect, and I help homeowners of period property built before 1940 turn their homes into beautiful, comfortable homes that suit your modern lifestyle and your sense of style, and retain the character that you fell in love with when you bought your home, and protect the planet. So if you're watching live or on the replay, please comment below and let me know how you feel about your home. Do you love it? Does it need some TLC? Does it frustrate you daily? Are you looking forward to a comfortable winter, or is it like to be a bit chilly in your house? Does your house need a complete overhaul? Let me know. Bonus points if you use a GIF. So the first thing to think about when you're planning to spend money on your home is, how long do you plan to live in it? Are you planning to sell in the next 5 years? Then perhaps you need to look more at market value, what other homes locally have in types of spaces and features. Particularly look at houses that are similar to yours but have been added to. What additional value has that made them? How much more are they worth now when they've sold recently? Speak to a local estate agent to get some idea of that. Can you do that work to your home and then recoup that cost of the investment when you come to sell? And is that important to you to be able to do that? Or is that home for the rest of your life? You don't ever envisage yourself moving out of there. And then how much is it worth to you to live in that home, but make it better and make it suit you, your specific needs, your desires, your tastes? Only you can say what value you can put on that. Hi Liz, how are you? If you can comment below, let me know what is more important to you. Is it increased market value, or is it making your home suit you better? So more things to consider. If you need more space, or if the space that you have isn't working for you. If you decide you need more space, then you can, as a starting point, estimate about £2,000 per square metre of additional area, plus about £1,000 per square metre for work to your existing building. That's no way accurate costing for any particular project. It's just a method to get a ballpark budget figure. It can go up or down from that depending on the detailed decisions that you make. Specifically materials. If you have a really special building, particularly an older building, a listed building, or it's in a conservation area, then those figures can go up from there if you're having to deal with anything special. Let me know if you need more space, or if you need to use your existing space better. What do you need more space for, or how is your existing space wasted? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing to consider is, how are you going to fund the work? Is it from savings, mortgage, you just won the lottery? Where is the money coming from? If you need to find that money somewhere, then you need to get specialist financial advice. Get help from a mortgage broker if you need it. Hi Liz. I can't advise you on how to raise the money to fund your project, but it's certainly something to take into consideration, and it might affect certain things like how money is released, if it's mortgage or if it's a home building loan, how that money is going to be released, and that might affect your building contract. So it's certainly something to take into consideration. Don't forget to allow for any extra costs, so things like 20% VAT, specialist consultants fees, your architect and your structural engineer, they're kind of basic that you're going to need. But also you may need an asbestos surveyor, you may need a drainage survey, a tree or arboricultural survey, bat survey. Depending on your particular project and your building, your area, there may be some specialist consultants that you need on your project. So remember to add those costs into your fee, into your budget. You may also want to have additional specialist designers on your team. You might want an interior designer, you might want a lighting designer, you might want somebody to design a complete integrated technology system for sound, lighting control, things like that. You might want a home cinema or particularly complex renewable energy heating system. You might need a specialist designer for those things. So those things to take into consideration as well. So the final thing that you really need to consider is what quality of build do you want to have? How long do you want to, how long do you expect this to last? Do you want it to last 25 years? A basic build that lasts 25 years, all the materials are guaranteed for 25 years and no more. And frankly, you want it done as cheaply as possible, sell it on, and then you don't care what happens after 5-10 years because you're out of there. Or do you want to create a legacy, create something that's going to last for generations to come, that you can feel proud of and pass on to your grandchildren, great-grandchildren? These are things to consider. How long do you want it to be? The materials that you want to use, how durable do you want those materials to be? Maintenance. Are you somebody who is happy to sand and stain and varnish and oil, say kitchen worktops? Are you happy to have a kitchen worktop that needs every 6 months or so for you to sand it down and re-oil it so that you can maintain it? Or do you just want to put in a kitchen worktop that you wipe down as you need to clean it, but that's it, you don't need to touch it out other than that? So cleaning really is a form of maintenance. That's a sort of relatively low form of maintenance, but there's things like cleaning gutters and all these other sorts of maintenance. Repainting painted render, timber windows, things like that. They're all different materials to consider and how much maintenance they need, and the maintenance has ongoing costs for you as well. So is it worth for you to spend more upfront getting a material that's more durable and maybe doesn't need as much maintenance? Or are you happy to pay for a particular material that may be a bit more fragile, may mean you need to take care of it more, but you're happy for that because you want that particular look? For example, a special quality, maybe it's a marble that you really love. Is there something that you want to do because you feel it's the right thing to do? Do you want to use renewable materials like timber instead of concrete? Or locally made materials like Cumbrian sheep's wool insulation instead of imported German wood fiberboard, for example? Do you have any special requirements that are going to be imposed on you because of your property, where it is, or the condition of it? Is it if it's a listed building or if it's in a conservation area? For example, maybe you're going to be forced to use a Welsh slate roof because it's a conservation area, or some other particular material or traditional building technique because it's a listed building. All these different things can increase the cost of the build, they can increase the time it takes, and they may need more specialist consultants' input to achieve the right design for you. So, in summary, you need to consider your short and long-term plans for your home and what the value of doing the work means to you and any sort of resale value. You need to consider if you need more space or a better use of the existing space. You need to consider where the money is coming from, if there are any extra costs for VAT and consultants fees that you need to add, and what quality of build are you looking for. So those are 5 things to take into consideration when you're setting the budget for your home. I hope this has been helpful. If you want more advice and you want to ask any specific questions that I can answer for you in next week's live Q&A, please join the Design Your Home Vision Facebook group and you can ask questions in there. Okay, bye for now.